Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about who will the Indiana Pacers be drafting this year. So before we start this video today, I want to hear your guys' opinion down below, Indiana Pacers fan or not. Who do you guys think the Pacers are going to be drafting? And I want to hear those opinions right now. Like and subscribe for more content about just the NBA in general. So let's get into it. All right, on my mock, I have the Indiana Pacers getting Moses Moody. And I think that's because, look, the Pacers are pretty set across the board positionally. And if they need anything, it could be a bit more shooting and a bit more offensive aggressiveness that result to trips in the foul line. And I think they can simply afford to take the best guy available here. And for me, that is Moses Moody. And I think he would pair very nicely with anybody on this backcourt, such as Malcolm Brogdon, Karis LeVert, or Jeremy Lamb, especially that they could probably run a rotation of Karis LeVert as the starter and Jeremy Lamb and Moses Moody coming off the bench with him. And he'd give them something a bit different than all of those guys. I really do think he's a fantastic player that he's amazing. He's a terrific 3 and D wing option at 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan. His switchability on defense is second to none. I feel like that for his position being a wing, and he's got really good feet and a tough mindset. He can hit shots with a smooth stroke off the catch, and he's took a really fair amount of contested shots as Arkansas's go-to guy. Yeah, that led to inefficiencies, but he showed that he can do difficult shot making ability, which is something that they need, the Pacers, and he can shoot off the move. And something, yes, he needs to work on is passing ability and finishing. And he's not the wildest athlete, but there's multiple guys on this Pacer roster that aren't a tremendous athlete and have had success. And his passing ability is something that he doesn't really have to worry with the playmakers on this roster. And finishing, that's something he can improve. But the fact that he's this good at shooting and defending with a platform to improve on other aspects of his game is pretty crazy. And he's still a teenager. Now, another guy that we could argue that could go here is, for me, look, I think somebody that'd be interesting, Kai Jones. This would be a reach, be kind of, I don't know, a reach, but definitely surprising if Kai Jones go into the lottery. Not super surprising, but Kai Jones is probably one of the best defensive big man prospects in this year's draft just because of his switchability and versatility at the position. And over here, Kevin O'Connor says the big man with tantalizing perimeter skills and the raw versatility to someday become a multi-positional defender. He's really good at on-ball defense, shot blocking, and athleticism. And Kevin O'Connor says he has shades of Christian Wood and JaVale McGee. So if they decide to get rid of Miles Turner this offseason, which I doubt, Kai Jones would be drafted to hopefully, you know, replace him. And I think this is a home run swing, and I don't think Kai Jones goes in the lottery. Now, somebody realistically that they could go for is Ziaire Williams. Now, Ziaire Williams didn't have the best season at Stafford. It's really complicated to evaluate him because they had to live out of hotels for the first 6 weeks. Then he had to leave during the season because of death in the family, and he only returned for the final few games. Though on the court, he had some really good moments, such as a triple-double against Washington. He averaged 13.6 rebounds and 3 assists prior to his month-long departure. And yes, he still had some inefficiency left, like that, as scouts, you don't really like. And he struggled to deal with the physicality of the game at the college level because he weighs about 175 pounds. So Ziaire Williams is a project, but for a team like the Pacers that going into next year, this is what the roster is going to be looking like, is it's going to be interesting. I'm just pulling it up right here. I don't know why I am struggling. Indiana Pacers payroll. It's the people they have under contract are TJ Warren, Jeremy Lamb, Domantas Sabonis, Miles Turner, Malcolm Brogdon, Justin Holiday, Goga, Aaron Holiday, Edmund Sumner, Kelan Martin, and O'Shea Brissett. And the people that are expendable there, allegedly, it's going to be TJ Warren and Jeremy Lamb. They're good rotation piece, but I could see them packaging them for a better player. And Kelan Martin, I know his deal isn't guaranteed, so he could be cut. O'Shea Brissett they're a fan of him, so they're going to keep him. Goga is another guy that you could argue that if they package maybe a Lamb and not Holiday, but Lamb and Warren and Turner right there, that's about 40 million. They could potentially put some picks to get an actual star and go with a three-headed monster of Sabonis, Brogdon, and insert star's name, and maybe package this pick, which I doubt. But Ziaire Williams, if they do trade Jeremy Lamb even too, because he sometimes plays small ball three. But T.J. Warren, Ziaire Williams maybe sits a year behind Warren, and then they trade Warren next offseason. Could be something to be interested. So let me hear your thoughts down below, guys. I think they're going to go with Moses Moody.